Okay. Okay, we are live. We're gonna make this try to make this as quick as possible. I didn't want to do a standard video because I feel like the video would be longer than what it should be. And I didn't want to do I didn't want to go live, and I didn't want to do a video because the video, I feel like if I do a video, it's gonna be a 25-minute long video. But I feel like I don't want to go live because, hey, it might be a 10-minute live stream, and I really don't want to get into uber long discussions. So I figured to properly, have a proper stream on this, I'm like, no, let's go live. Let's make it brief. Let's talk about this. I was trying to get someone else in here, but it looks like it's 9:30 a.m. So like Addict is probably asleep, and I tried to get Boom, but Boom's about to do breakfast with Boom in the morning. So I'm gonna do this solo. So what's up to everybody in the chat? If I'm not paying attention to the chat for like the first half of this, is because I just want to get through this as possible. So last night, well, not last night, I think yesterday afternoon, Phil Spencer tweeted out, just finishing our final E3 rehearsal here with the team in Redmond. Feel really good about the briefing, lots to show. We have 14 Xbox Game Studio games in the show this year. More first-party games than we've ever had in a show. Fun times. Hashtag Xbox E3. Yes. That's it sounds exciting, but the things they do at Microsoft, they play around with words. Last year they showed like 18 exclusives or something like that, but they're like more so they had some form of exclusive, whether it be timed or whether it be mostly either timed or obviously by platform. That's kind of, I think they even counted like the Gears Tactic and Gears Pop in that count too, because they were exclusive to some sort of platform. So it's like you look at it and like, okay, yeah, sure. But you say Xbox Game Studios, that means that's their first parties. And we know they have at least the count here. We have we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They have 12 first party studios right now actively. And we can pretty much point out what the obvious options are. And then you got to think about, like, well, some of them we don't know. There's rumored for them to be buying, like, adding 3 more studios. They got 12 here. They're rumored to be buying like 2 or 3. They could announce these studios and obviously announce a game or show a game off at their E3 briefing, so that you have that to consider. Some of these studios are actually working on multiple games because some of these studios were acquired in the middle of a project that were multi-platform. So obviously Obsidian, I know they have their Outer Worlds games, but they were also supposed to be bringing their Xbox exclusive from what I've heard, but I'm not exactly sure. The people that make Age of Empires actually aren't a part of Xbox first party, but it's technically a first party game, and so they will count that. So we got to take that into consideration. So let's point out the obvious, right, of what's going on. Why do I got 2 dislikes, by the way? Why do I got 2 dislikes? I haven't even really said anything yet, but gee, like, for the 22 people that's in here right now, can we make up for those 2 random dislikes? And let me just take a quick glance at the chat before I go on. Say Wraith the Empire, what's up? And people saying, yeah, of the 14 games, people say it will be a lot of DLC and PC games. We'll see. Truth Hurt says damage control time, 14 multi-plats. That's supposed to hurt somebody. All right, cool. All right, so let's take a look at the possibility. What's up, Broken Riku? Let's talk about what's the obvious choice. So 3 for 3 obviously is there, and they're expected, and this is where it gets confusing because 3 for 3 could technically account for 2 games. They can account for Halo Infinite, obviously. They can account for Halo Infinite, and they can also account for Halo Reach, the remaster, which is going to be going to Steam, Windows, Xbox Game Pass, and obviously the Master Chief Collection. It will be part of that collection. So they technically can account for 2. That if they're going to be showing Halo Reach at E3, you have Halo Reach and Halo Infinite given. That's 2. So no surprise there. We already know about what the Coalition is going to be showing. They could actually be responsible for 3 games, but I don't believe that Gears Tactic and Gears Pop will be there. We know for a fact Gears 5 will be there, so we got those 2 covered. Who else is more so that we know exactly for sure is going to put out? We know Obsidian's going to be there with the Outer Worlds. We know that. But that's actually 2K. It's publishing that game. It's multi-plat. We know that game's gonna. I predict this game is gonna be going to Game Pass. That hasn't been formally announced yet. Day 1. But Obsidian. The thing about Obsidian, there's potential. They're working on 2 games right now. One of them has been announced. The Outer Worlds, obviously. The other game, I feel like Obsidian will be there with 2 games, and that's just me. I believe that they're going to be showing the second game. The second game is going to be the Xbox platform, exclusive to the Xbox brand. Let's say Ninja Theory. We've heard a lot of rumors about Bleeding's Edge. That's the IP, the multiplayer action game that they're supposed to be showing off at E3. So we kind of. I'm looking forward to seeing what this is. They've been working on it for 5 years. This was a game that was potentially, I think it was canceled, and they jump started it once they were acquired by Microsoft. So we'll see what goes on with that. But that's pretty much the rumor with Ninja Theory. Now, in Exile, we know, I don't see them putting out anything new. We know Wasteland 3 is in the works. And that's also multi-platform. Microsoft bought a lot of these studios while they were working on crowd-funded games or a multi-platform game. So Wasteland 3, we can expect some sort of trailer update for that game and how it's going to be on Game Pass and Game Pass for PC. I expect an Exile there. You can't have I got a feeling of the 12 studios they currently have right now, and you have 14 Xbox Game Studio games there. About 80% of their studios have to be there, if not all of them, at some portion of capacity. Now, I got a few bold predictions myself that people may not agree with, but I'll explain why. Minecraft is at E3 every year, one way or another, whether it be an update. Remember, you're supposed to get the 4K texture pack. I don't even care about that anymore. We know they just announced Minecraft Earth, which is the mobile game. But there's another Minecraft game that is also in the works, and I expect to be there. So I expect Microsoft to show off 2 versions of Minecraft. If they're showing one of these Minecrafts, it's either going to be Minecraft Dungeons, which was announced for the PC. I don't know why. It should be available for Xbox as well. And they're probably going to show Minecraft Earth, because they showed the Minecraft AR shit, the mixed reality headset. They showed that. Remember, they showed that Minecraft demo there. So I don't put it past them to show Minecraft Earth on the phone and how that's going to beat out like Pokemon Go and stuff like that. But I want to see Minecraft Dungeons and see what that do. So we expect that, obviously. Rare, a lot of people, I expect Rare to be there. A lot of people say with a Sea of Thieves update, that's sure. But what I'm also putting under Rare is the fact that they are partnered up with Dala Studio to show Battletoads. So I won't put Rare under, because Rare is still going to get the credit for Battletoads. It's Rare's IP. We should see it. If we don't see it, I don't know when that game's coming out. It's probably not coming out in 2019. It will likely come out early 2020. But I expect, Rare and Dala Studios to show off a little bit of the new Battletoads game that was announced last year at E3. Sure, you might see a Sea of Thieves update, but if you're counting, if you're going to be talking about DLC and stuff like that, I don't think you should count those as XGS games. But Microsoft, they're not afraid. They will count those as, oh, we're showing 14 first-party games, 14 first-party games. So I won't put that past them. So a lot of these could be wrong, because when you consider Minecraft technically has 2 games that they could potentially, well, two and a half games that they could potentially show you, an update to Minecraft with the 4K texture pack, Minecraft Dungeons, and Minecraft Earth. So they could technically show you 3 games. You have 343, which can show you 2 games, Halo Reach, and they can show you Halo Infinite. Gears can technically show you 3 games like they did last year, which is Gears 5, Gears Tactic, and Gears Pop. So I hope that this is literally the worst case scenario of this 14 games that they project to show, is that the games we already know about in these studios that have multiple games in the work that we know of. So with Halo, if you consider Halo 3, that's 2, Gears, that's 5, Minecraft, that's 7. That's already half of the 14, right? And you add Playgrounds update, that's 8 to Forza Horizon. You have but the best case scenario is pretty much what I'm doing, which is to the prediction I have, right? And in Ninja Theory, that would be like 9, obviously. So that really limits of what they could really show. So I already told you. So Turn 10, a lot of people say because there's no Forza this year that they won't be at E3 showing off a new Forza game. I feel like Turn 10 could, because Turn 10 also gets credit for Forza Horizon as well, because they have development help with Playground with that. Turn 10, just because there's no Forza 8 this year, they could show off still Forza for the next gen Xbox for the 2020 Forza. They don't have to wait till next E3 to show it. So best case scenario is that Turn 10 gives us pretty much an early look or a showcase, a tech demo of Forza 10 for the next generation Xbox. That's really honestly the best case scenario. This is what I hope they do. This is less likely, but this is what I hope they do. Undead Labs, probably likely not there, but what they could do, they can surprise us with a State of Decay 2 update, some sort of Walking Dead mashup. Maybe they announced that maybe Microsoft acquired in the background the Dead Rising franchise, and maybe they've hired a lot of the Vancouver team and they're working on the next Dead Rising. Who knows? It could be an update to State of Decay. State of Decay 2 was made less than 2 years. They could be ready for an announcement for State of Decay 3, possibly. So these are best case scenarios. We know, I don't see Undead Labs working on anything other than State of Decay or anything zombie related that Microsoft probably, they partner up with the people that they lost over at Vancouver for the game, the people that used to make Dead Rising, and maybe they could do some sort of mashup. I say the best case scenario, you got 14 first party studio games. It'd be nice if all the 12 that they have show a game. But then again, who knows? This is less likely, but I'm giving them just in case, right? What about Compulsion, right? They were bought last year. Their last game was We Happy Few. They still owe us an update. And that game is everywhere. It's also in Game Pass. So there is a chance that Compulsion goes there to show off what we would call a freaking update. And I don't think these should be given floor time, but a update to We Happy Few. That is definitely a possibility, is for Compulsion Games to show the DLC to We Happy Few. I'm not honestly interested. I don't play We Happy Few. I played it when it was in game preview. I started it. I really don't care for it. Maybe I should go back to it. Who knows, right? So now the studios we really have left, right? We have Playground Games and The Initiative, right? Playground Games, obviously a lot of Rand and everybody say they're going to be showing off a major update for Forza Horizon 4. That's all fine and well, dandy, great. It's going to be some sort of mini kart robot racing thing. It's probably going to look cool as hell. So we could expect something Forza Horizon related, since there's no traditional Forza game this year. With a, who knows, with a summer release, early fall release. But I think Playground's second studio, so Playground again can account for 2 games. I think Playground their second studio will tease their next gen game. A lot of people believe it's the next Fable. Personally, I don't believe Playground is working on the next Fable. I feel like they're working on an open world RPG. But because the consensus say they've been giving the reins to the next Fable, I'm just going to throw in the towel and say, all right, personally, I still think it's a different game, but just for consensus sake and for popular belief, let's say they will be there with the quote unquote Fable game. And this, I feel like this needs to be there. Microsoft needs a splash, a surprise. Halo Infinite is no longer a surprise. Halo Reach isn't a surprise. Gears 5 isn't a surprise. It's a surprise what the changes they may make with Gears 5, and I think they're going to be big, positive changes. Awesome. But they're not surprised. Ninja Theory's game's been leaked. We need to see what it is. Obsidian Outer Worlds, we already know about that game. I still believe they're showing a second game. But Playground, I think, will have the biggest splash. And I think this might be the game that they potentially close with, believe it or not. So I think Playground shows up with 2 games. Their update to Forza Horizon 4 and the Fable teaser, early CGI tease to Fable, right? Now we have the initiative. Now people are like, they're still hiring. They're still doing things on LinkedIn. They just had a meeting, a presentation to Microsoft. What are they presenting at Microsoft? The dude, Drew, who's from Insomniac, who went to Initiative, he's responsible for all the tweeting and the social media that's related to the initiative. He tweeted out, yeah, you know, they'll be there. He can't wait to see. But I feel like the initiative is actually going to tease something. Sure, we don't have to see anything gameplay or anything because they're early, but they already probably have an idea of what they're working on or what they're going to do. And personally, just out of gut feeling, and I pray and hope that this is the case. I pray and hope that this is the case. The talent they acquired from like those Sonys and the rock stars and everything, they specialize in third-person action adventure games, right? And I feel like the initiative for their first game could do the reimagining of the game I've been requesting this whole time, and that's Perfect Dark. Maybe it's the initiative that will be behind it. This is the best case scenario that I hope for. Sure, it could be a new IP, but if you want a familiar IP, maybe it's Perfect Dark in a realm of what a Tomb Raider or what an Uncharted would be, but in a Perfect Dark universe, and you can do a lot with Joanna Dark. I believe that may be the case. I believe this is something that they will tease. My list here is probably the best case scenarios. Worst case scenario is obviously the 14 games are represented by 8 studios. Couple updates to certain games and sequels to other games or a new IP, but a lot of the stuff we already know about. You got to consider that they're likely going to announce some studio acquisitions. Maybe 2 of those studio acquisitions are coming with games that they can show on Microsoft stage. Who knows? We know Age of Empires are going to be there. So this whole list can be correct, 1 per, and then you can still, and they can still account for Age of Empires. But who said, Victor says they're not doing Perfect Dark. They already made that clear. Who made that clear? Who made that clear? My live, please tell me my live stream is still alive. Because it's showing green on me. I don't know why I went on the YouTube and all right, cool, we're good. So we still gotta account for Age of Empires, but I feel like this could be a possibility. this is what I would like to see, but we already know 2 likely for 343. I don't want to see Gears Tactic or Gears Pop again, unless they're announcing Gears Tactic for Xbox as well. But Gears 5, we know for sure we're going to see. We're going to see Ninja Theory's new game. Outer Worlds, we will more than likely see, but I feel personally that we're going to see another Obsidian game. Playgrounds, they could only just show Forza Horizon 4 update. I would be disappointed. Rare, I expect Battletoads to be there. They didn't show any. They show a splash screen with in cooperation with Dallas Studios and Rare, but I mean, and that was supposed to come out early 2019. Obviously, it's not coming out early 2019 because it's already May and we haven't heard not one update from Battletoads. I hate when Microsoft does this. They'll give like a window, and then when that window gets there, they have nothing. They're completely silent about it. So this is more likely a 2020 game. Minecraft is going to be there. 2 games I see that happening: Dungeons and Minecraft Earth. Undead Labs probably will not likely be there with anything, and there's a heavy chance that Turn 10 is probably not there with anything at all. The Initiative are probably not there with anything at all, but I feel like my list that I have here is probably the best case scenarios. So I feel like what we all expecting, a bunch of DLC, worst case scenario, and I would be very disappointed. But yeah, why I got so many dislikes? Yeah, I really don't know why. Yeah. All right, so now I can just take a quick glance at the chat. I thought this video this would be much longer. You said Battletoads. Fatal Mephisto says Battletoads will be there and released this year. I doubt it. I doubt it. It should be there. I just doubt it will release this year. This is not an Xbox game studio doing this. This is their publishing. It's a random indie studio doing it with a cooperation with Rare. Yeah, I don't know why I got so many dislikes. I don't know what I did. I really don't know what I did. Maybe it's because I predicted that the Toronto Raptors would beat the Warriors last night on Twitter, and I actually won, and I made $95 on the bet. Am I looking forward to the Outer Worlds? No, not really. I'm not into games like that. I'm not into like the Fallouts and stuff like that. I don't want to have to manage anything. We'll see if there's like an extended gameplay available on Xbox Briefing. Maybe it might pique my interest, but I'm not really interested. I'll try it in Game Pass and try to give it a fair shot, but I don't like Fallout games, so I don't think I would like this game. Is Rocksteady game at E3? Probably, yeah, but I was just only covering Xbox Game Studio games because that's the biggest complaint. It's first-party content. So I really don't care what third party is there. You know what I mean? It'll be cool to see like brand new freaking reveals and premieres of new games and stuff like that. That's all cool, fine, and dandy, but I don't really care. I want to see what the studios are working on that Microsoft just recently acquired and who they'll acquire next. Jamia says ponies out and force with that dislike button. Yeah, I don't even know why this stream has any dislikes at all. I don't even think I've mentioned PlayStation until now. What improvements do I think Gears 5 will have? Well, the thing is, I feel like Gears 4 multiplayer was awesome. It just needed more modes, like classic modes like meat flag, capture the capture flag where you capture the bum and stuff like that. More modes. They just need more modes. Gears 3 and Gears 2 had way more modes than what Gears 4 had. But as far as gameplay and reliability, multiplayer, awesome. What Gears 5 will improve on, I believe what they improve on, is their campaign, the story. I feel like the story, the campaign of Gears 5 will feel so different from the multiplayer of game. I feel like the Gears 5 campaign, we won't be able to play it like we played the first 4 Gears. because they're making it more open. There's more story added. I feel like it's gonna be more emotional. You know, Gears got emotional with us before in Gears 3 and obviously Gears 2. Definitely Gears 2. They had their emotional moments, but I feel like this one's the writing is going to be better, the acting is going to be better, and I feel like we're going to care about the characters in this game this time around. And I feel like it's easier to do that with a female lead. Now, I've been telling you guys this on Twitter, and I think in previous podcasts, Gears 4 itself was never about JD. It was just easier. That's why they had to pair JD with 2 other characters. The game was about Kate, but they couldn't just throw Kate out of nowhere. They couldn't just throw her out of nowhere. JD, Marcus's son, okay, that's a nice transition. But JD has no strong character traits other than being Marcus's son. He's not an exciting character. Nothing about Gears 4 was about JD's adventure. We weren't looking for JD's mom or anything like that. We weren't looking really for Marcus Phoenix. I mean, sure, there was when, you know, that thing happened where the little freaking monster swallowed Phoenix and we had to chase that thing down for a mission or two to get him back. That was curious, but the whole quest, you know, was like, yo, why are they so crazy about protecting Kate? And like, what's up with all this stuff in regards to Kate? It was always about Kate. And Gears 4 the campaign itself had this dull, boring moments like fighting the DBs, the robots. That was garbage. Doing the horde setup and stuff, I felt like that was garbage. But it did have its intense moments. But I feel like they will improve upon that. I don't want to fight robots, and I don't want to have horde simulations in the middle of the campaign. I don't want to have. So and it looks like the location is going to be grand, better opening, better surroundings. It's going to be more hub world, not quite open world, but more like Tomb Raider open. Like and that I can't wait to see. I want to see the verticality of what they're going to do in the campaign. They're probably going to bring some perks back from what they did with Judgment, things they experimented with Judgment into this game. I feel like the campaign is just going to be greater. It's going to be a longer campaign. Usually you can beat a Gears campaign in about 8 hours or so. I feel like the campaign might be longer. It is 2-player co-op, so I'm not sure how much open it can be when you're always going to have somebody. There's a potential you may play this with someone throughout the whole time, so we'll see. So a good question for whomever asked that. I forgot. Yo, Smooth, Rare might show a teaser for their next gen new IP. It's a possibility, or they might wait until next year since they technically can show off the next Sea of Thieves expansion and they can show off Battletoads. Do I think it would be nice to see a new IP from Rare? But I don't think they about that life. He said that ended the strategy. I have Verizon Fios and I have like a high speed, so I don't know why things are acting up. I probably should have recorded this. Melomat says, can't wait to see a bunch of multi-plat games I can play on my PC. Awesome. Why aren't you playing Sea of Thieves or State of Decay 2 on your PC? You always had this availability. You always had this. Yeah, I do get sick of Minecraft shit every year. My kids love it. I don't like Minecraft, the base game. Minecraft Dungeons look interesting. I just don't understand why it would be remotely a PC exclusive at all. I don't get it. That needs to change ASAP. I'm sick of this promising to PC players like they did something. PC gamers did nothing for the industry. Is Xbox still the best box? Yeah, as long as they keep making consoles. If once they stop making consoles, I might stop playing video games because I'm not gonna be like relying on my phone or my computer to play video games. All right. Sage Mode Lewis says Microsoft needs to stop with that PC exclusive shit. Xbox players are the ones paying $60 every year. Facts. PC deserves no exclusive from Microsoft. If anybody deserves exclusive, those who are buying these consoles. I think it's unfair. I wish I was going to E3, and because I wish I had the ability, like the Rands and the Brad Sams and the Jez, to speak to like Phil Spencer and Mikey Barr and all these things and ask why, just straight up, why do you have these 4 games exclusive to PC when you gave Xbox mouse and keyboard support and all this? It's supposed to be, you're preaching play anywhere, no barriers, yet you're creating barriers like that. I want somebody to get the balls and finally ask these dudes that, because they're pissing me off. Like, I don't understand that. Like I said, I'm down with it. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It only becomes a problem when you're not, when it doesn't work both ways. It gets, I don't know why it gets under my skin, because it makes no sense to me. It's like, okay, I can't be going around Xbox, you know, they're consumer friendly. They're like, they're giving me the freedom to play a game. Like, there's people, I understand they're catering to the PC who be like, well, I want to play Gears, I want to play Halo, but I don't want to buy Xbox. I'd rather do it on the platform I already have, my PC. Great. I want to play Minecraft Dungeons. I really want to play Minecraft Dungeons, but I want to do it on the platform I already have and constantly play on, and that's my Xbox. I don't want to do it on a PC. So they can't be doing that shit. I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, I really don't. So that's my biggest beef with Microsoft, and I want somebody to step to them. There's a lot of people in our community that have ties, like the Tim Dogs, the Rands, the Brad Sams, the Jez Cordons, that can reach these people and ask them these questions. Why? Like, I don't care that you put games on PC. That doesn't bother me. It really don't. I do care that you have first-party games that you're not putting on Xbox. That will always be my beef until everything is transparent. Like, it's on PCs, on Xbox. I don't care if it's the wackest game and flash ads. Like, until everything is completely transparent, like, I won't have any beef. But they created that beef with me when they did that. Like, I heard an update with Gears. I don't want to watch an Xbox show and you telling me what's exclusive for PC. I don't. And my internet is acting crazy. Like, what's going on with Verizon right now? Well, Jamia, I don't think Minecraft Dungeon, a game like Minecraft Dungeon, requires a mouse and keyboard. I mean, we play Diablo, we play Dungeon Crawler, all these regular type games with mouse and keyboard. There's a ton of those games that exist on console. I just want to play it in a Minecraft universe. See, like, I don't like Minecraft the base game. I like Minecraft story mode, and I would like an action game in a Minecraft universe like that. I think that's dope. I don't see, there's nothing in that game that I saw that should require a mouse and keyboard. Like, even with Gears Tactics, they already have another IP in the realm of Gears Tactics, and that's what Halo Wars and these other games that they put out. It's the Alien game that they put out. Damn, I can't even think of it. They already have these games that show that can be done on a controller, and you telling me these wizards over at Microsoft and over at these smart ass people that they hire can't figure it out? Like, stop catering to these freaking desktop dwellers. They need to stop, because like, I don't understand them. I really don't understand them. I wish I had like that olive branch to just be like, hey Phil, what's up? Hey Greenberg, what's up? And ask these questions and get the true meaning of these questions. Like, you know, do I think Microsoft's E3 will be the best one this year? Like, will it be better than Nintendo's? Microsoft's E3 has always been better than Nintendo's. I can't think of a satisfying Nintendo E3 I watched. I enjoyed the Nintendo's E3 back in 2005 when they were revealing the Nintendo Revolution, which turned out to be the Wii a year later. But no, Microsoft, they'll have a good show. It might be better than their 2017 showing, but I feel like Microsoft typically always have a good show. Like, I think I was disappointed in 2017 because there was a lot of delays, and they didn't have that There was nothing new shown. 2018 I thought was dope because of what was showed. The studio announcements were big because it showed me like, all right, cool, we're ready for next gen. I was okay. I was like, all right, because it made me hype for this year and the next year. It made me hype for the future of Xbox. Did nothing for the year we were in, but it made me happy for the future of Xbox. So this year, we should see the benefits of everything that was announced last year. So I'm expecting a good show. It's the only show. I ain't watching nothing else. I mean, I know Ubisoft might be doing something, AMD's doing something, Netflix is doing something. I expect Microsoft to have the best show. They're going to show the best games. They're going to show the most games again. They're going to have the longest show. So I feel like Microsoft will be... Did I lose internet? What the hell is going on? All right. My internet is just going up and down. So I'm going to have to end this stream pretty soon. But hopefully you guys caught that. I should have been recording a backup to this. You guys there? Tell me if... Can somebody confirm if I'm still live? I'm refreshing my computer. And I'm in the middle of an ad, but it still says 66 watching, so... He said Devolver Digital. Yo, who is Devolver? Who's Devolver Digital? I know, like I'm sorry, but like, who is that? Okay. All right, thanks guys for the confirmation. Why not tweet Phil and ask him if these 14 will be new games? That's a good question. Matter of fact, let's do that live. Let's tweet Phil Spencer. Let me see if I can get a display capture on this one. We're gonna tweet Phil Spencer. There you go. P3. Here we go. My bad, guys. Awesome. Awesome, dude. Will these 14 games be new games other than Halo and Gears? Will the others be never before seen announcements? Are you counting the DLC to listing games? All right. Awesome. Will these 14 games be new games other than Halo and Gears? Will the others be, don't want to sound like an idiot, never before seen or new announcements? Are you counting DLC to existing games? Reply. Think that's a good question? You guys think that's a good question? He said, "Wow, that grammar." Yeah, my grammar is horrible when I'm not. Nah, I don't. I like. It's good. All right, so I won't get a reply because when I tweet, only people that replies to my tweets is Drew from the initiative, and I'm not ready. I don't have a lot of questions for him yet because we don't know what they're working on yet. So, and I don't want to annoy him, but I'm glad he's in response mode because the bigger they get, chances are the less likely of the responses. So, but thank you guys for watching. I'm actually going to watch some from ESPN First Take and a little bit of a Skip and Shannon. Matter of fact, I'm gonna watch a lot of bit of Skip and Shannon and a little bit of First Take see what they're talking about on these games. I know I'm about 30 minutes late for the Skip and Shannon, but I wanted to share to you guys what I think should happen. But you know, you always gotta expect, pretty much set your expectations to the likelihood, what's realistic. So do I expect all of their current studios to be at E3? Yes. Do I expect them all to show something? No. I expect out of the 12 we see on this screen, 8 would be there with something, and I think all those 8 are previously announced like games. We're just getting updated. I think the only person that's there with something brand new is Ninja Theory, because their game hasn't been formally announced yet. But I would hope for surprises. I feel like this is Microsoft year. I feel like it's always Microsoft years. It's always the eyes on Microsoft and the Xbox camp. But it's up to them, because nobody else is there to represent at E3. Nobody's there to really punch. You know, Call of Duty's already been shown and announced. What other game has been, like the Rainbow Sixes? Like all that stuff has already been, you know, out there. It's up to Microsoft to still deliver the shock value, the surprises, and a big announcement, since they're still there, and how publishers and developers there are formally there. They're still doing a formal conference, and it's looking to be about 2 hours long. So, and Microsoft has been dropping news to get out the way, like with the whole xCloud update, the Game Pass for PC, the Halo Reach news and stuff like that. The Gears 5 coming, already confirming that shit for Steam, and it's not even E3 yet. Because if they would have did that at E3, I would have fucking caught back so hard and probably broke my collarbone for being upset. So they already announced and confirmed that. So get all this bullshit out the way now, and I want like just great, authentic, shock value surprises, big announcements. Surprise me. That's all they got to do, and I'll be happy. But I'm gonna take a couple more questions and I'm gonna get out of here. It says Sage Modulus says, do you think Death Stranding is overhyped? I personally don't, but I know a lot of Xbox do. Yes, I've always said Death Stranding was overhyped, and that's even when it was first announcement. I think Kojima, before he even showed Death Stranding, I felt Kojima was overrated. I don't think Death Stranding is gonna be all that special. Yeah, it looks good. A lot of PlayStation games look graphically good. They look amazing. That Decima engine is marvelous. But the game, when I watched the trailer, it didn't seem like something I want to play. I'll buy it, but I don't see it has to be really good for me to finish a game like that. Like, that's crazy. I'm looking at it and I was like, damn, this doesn't look like a game I would actually finish. But I think it's I think he's overrated. Death Stranding, I don't know what it's going to be. It's supposed to be a brand new genre, so it's nothing like we ever played or seen before. But some people may like it by default. People's going to like it because it's Kojima. People's going to like it because it's PlayStation exclusive. Personally, I don't think it's all that special. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in to this. And I will see you guys later. I'll keep my Twitter on refresh to see if any more announcements are made. I'm off today, so talk to you guys soon. Gotta get my haircut and clean this shit up. So as always, Xbox is the best box, and I am the best bot. Good night or good morning, good afternoon if you're on the other side of the globe. Peace, guys.